Luther's Small Catechism with Explanation, the Black and Maroon edition, copyright 2017, from Concordia Publishing House. The fourth commandment: honor your father and your mother. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not despise or anger our parents and other authorities, but honor them, serve and obey them, love and cherish them. How do we fear and love God, keeping the fourth commandment? We fear and love God by receiving and recognizing parents and authorities as his representatives. We do this by A. Honoring them. Read Mark 7:10-12, where Jesus condemns those who use man-made religious traditions as an excuse for not honoring their father and mother. Mark 7:10-12. For Moses said, honor your father and your mother, and whoever reviles father or mother must surely die. But you say, if a man tells his father or his mother, whatever you would have gained from me is Corban, that is given to God, then you no longer permit him to do anything for his father or mother. B. Serving and coming to the aid of our parents. John 19:25-27. Standing by the cross of Jesus were his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, he said to his mother, Woman, behold your son. Then he said to the disciple, Behold your mother. And from that hour the disciple took her to his own home. Read Genesis 47:11-12, about how Joseph cared for his father and brothers. Then Joseph settled his father and his brothers and gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land, in the land of Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. And Joseph provided his father, his brothers, and all his father's household with food according to the number of their dependents. What does this mean? To honor your mother and your father, your relatives, then eventually honoring your authorities as well. But looking at your parents, I think, is an important thing. It was an important thing in Jesus' day. It was an important thing in Moses' day of what it means to really take care of your parents, especially as they get to a point in age where they might not be able to take care of themselves. I think this is important for so oftentimes in a society like ours in the United States, many times we think, well, we can't take care of mom and dad, so we're going to put them in a nursing home, or we're going to put them in restricted health care, or we're going to let the state kill them. That's the extreme thing. In a lot of countries who have socialized health care and where the government is in control of our aged and of the elderly and of their parents, oftentimes it gets to that there's a problem with this. And so I always tell people to think about how do you honor your mother and father, not only now, maybe when you're a child or when you're growing up, but also when they get older. And that means caring for them, not only physically, but also mentally and making sure spiritually too. So are they connected to a church wherever they're at, and a Lutheran church where their pastor takes care of them? Or are they shut in, or are they homebound, where the pastor needs to come and see them? Another thing is, do you go see them? Do you talk to them? Do you talk to them on the phone? Do you write them letters? Do you go have visits? Are you taking care of mom and dad? They have taken care of you for so many, many years and built a relationship with you. It's a good thing to kind of reciprocate as they get older and maybe become more dependent. Sometimes this also means that maybe mom and dad might have to come live with you. And that's okay. That's a wonderful blessing. And in fact, actually extends health and mental health to think about this. So just be aware that honoring your father and mother has different phases throughout life, but we should be thinking about this as children, because we will always have that duty as children, as God has called us, until our parents die and go to be with them. And the same way, too, as we have children, we will always have a duty as being parents, and they will always have a duty of being children, too.
The Lord bless your day as well as your week.